Let's give it up for the Irish lad, Jimmy Mack.
Oh man, 2 years, that's pretty awesome. That's longer than any relationship I've ever had. Actually, if you take every relationship I've had, combined them into one relationship, then added 6 months, it's still not 2 years. 2 years, you know. Milestone. I'm not good with relationships at all. I broke up with a girl one time because she loved me. No, I was driving her home from a date, and I could tell, you know, I was like, this girl, she's into me, I'm pretty sure. So I said, I was like, hey, do you think like we're gonna get married? And she said, like, without a doubt, she's like, yeah, why, do you? I was like, you're probably gonna be single by the time we get to your house. I don't know. Right? 2 years is a big deal to me, you know. To be here. Holidays are over, you know. Did you guys all have a good holiday? That's good. Like, I don't really get excited for the holidays anymore. I don't. Ever since I became an adult, you know, I don't really care. You know, it's not like when I was a kid. Like as a kid, I was so excited about every gift I got. You know, as an adult. Like this year, I got a Keurig coffee maker for a gift. Good gift. I'm gonna use it. It's awesome. But like, if you gave me a coffee maker as a kid, I would have punched you in the head. You know? like I got this coffee maker. If you get a coffee maker as a gift, it's like say, hey, here's the coffee maker. It's all downhill from here. All right. You know, enjoy the ride. But as a kid, every gift was awesome. You know. To this day, the best gift I've ever gotten was a Nintendo 64. Best gift ever. I was so ecstatic. You would have thought Super Mario himself handed me this 64 when I opened it, you know? It was amazing. And just to put this in perspective of like how much I loved Christmas when I was a kid, as a gift, I've been given a car before. And still, Nintendo 64. Like when I turned 16 right around Christmas time. And my grandma, she's an Irish lady, she asked, she's like, oh Jimmy, how's it going having your license? Do you enjoy it? You having a good time on the road? I said, well Grandma, it's okay, but I gotta share the car with my sister, so I don't pay the car all that much. And she's like, you know what Jimmy? That's okay. We have 2 cars, you can have one of our cars. That's right. So no, Grandma, you need your cars. I don't want to take your car. She's like, no, you can have Grandpa's car. He doesn't even drive it anymore. Look at my grandpa, he's at the table like... So she gave me her car for free as a gift, and still 64. Have you played Mario Kart at 64? Of course you have. It's the best game ever. You know? Saying. Life was good as a kid. That's what I'm saying. Good. It was great. I'm not gonna lie to you though, my life wasn't perfect as a kid. It wasn't. I had a lot of fears when I was a kid. I was scared of a lot of stuff. By far, my biggest fear as a kid was Saddam Hussein. Yeah, the president of Iraq in the 80s and 90s. I was terrified of him, alright? He's a guy you should be scared of. If you live near Iraq in the 80s and 90s, you should have been scared of him. Not if you're an 8-year-old white kid growing up in the suburbs of Cleveland. You had no business being scared of him, right? Let me explain myself, alright? So I don't sound like a nut. When I was at a pool party at my aunt's house when I was a kid, I heard my aunt and my parents having a conversation. I heard the name Saddam Hussein. I was like, well, that's a funny name. So I asked, I was like, hey, who's Saddam Hussein? And what they should have said was, they should have told me exactly who he was. They should have been like, oh, Saddam Hussein, he's the president in Iraq right now. He's causing a bunch of trouble in the Middle East, and it's just a big mess. And I'd have been like, oh, I'm gonna go do a cannonball, okay? And I've never thought about Saddam Hussein the rest of my life, all right? But what my aunt said to me just traumatized me, right? My aunt leans in, she's like, oh, Saddam Hussein? Huh? He's a bad guy. What? A bad guy? Don't say that to an 8-year-old, all right? At that point in my life, I thought the only 2 bad guys in the world was Jafar from Aladdin and Joe Pesci's character in the Home Alone movie. And I was pretty sure they weren't real people, all right? I'm pretty sure. But here's my aunt confirming that there's a bad guy in the world. In the Middle East, to me, that could have been Eastlake. I didn't know. He lived right next door to me, you know? I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just saying, I had no idea what the Middle East was. But if the Middle East was in Northeast Ohio, it would be Eastlake. But Saddam, like, I wasn't afraid that he was going to show up to my house one day and like kidnap my family and force us to be like his slaves. No. I was afraid he was going to show up to my house one day and just be like, "Hey Jimmy, it's me, Saddam. Give me your Nintendo 64. And I would have been out like that. You know? That's what I thought he was going to do, right? But now I'm an adult, I got real problems, I'm scared of real things, you know? Like one of my fears is there being a really big hole in the bag I use to pick up my dog's poop. Every time I pick her poop up, I just hope that there's no hole, because by the time you find out, it's too late. You gotta poop your hands, you know? So I'm scared of that every time. My biggest fear by far, is women. I have no idea what you guys want. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what you want to talk about. Anytime I talk to a girl, one thing for sure is going to happen. I'm going to offend you. And I don't mean it. I don't mean to do it. It just happens every time. You don't even have to speak the same language as me, and I'll offend you. I have an example. I have offended a girl who doesn't even speak my language. I went to Italy this summer for a wedding, right? I went to Italy. Well, first of all, it was a hassle getting to Italy. What a pain. You gotta go to the airport and get on a plane. Like, I hate the airport. I hate it. I don't hate the airport. I mean, like security is a big problem. I hate security. You know, it's not the lines. I don't have a problem with the lines. I understand. I'm just a paranoid guy, you know? So like when people are looking at my stuff, I freak out a little bit, you know? Like when my suitcase goes through the x-ray machine, I immediately just start to think, did I put a bomb in my suitcase? Suitcase. And I don't do drugs. I'm pretty sure there's a bag of cocaine in my suitcase too. Yeah, there's a cocaine bomb in my suitcase. I'm so much trouble. There's almost never a cocaine bomb in that suitcase. I would just give me my bag and say, hey, have a good day. Oh, piece of advice, when they give you your bag and say have a good day, perfect time to take your bag and go have a good day, all right? Don't try to be funny like me. Here's your bag, sir, have a good day. Oh, so you didn't find it? All right. So anyway, I get on the plane after security. I get on the plane and I find my seat, and there's this old Asian guy sitting next to my seat. So I got to sit next to this old Asian guy for 9 hours. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem with Asian people, not at all. I love Asian people. I even think they're good drivers. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding about that part. Okay, let's not get carried away. But anyway, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be next to him for 9 hours. I might as well be nice to him and say something to him, you know, get a little conversation started, you know. So I said, hey, how's it going? I'm Jimmy. I'm gonna be sitting next to you today. And he didn't say anything. He just looked at me like he was terrified of me almost. You know? Like, I think he misunderstood me. I think he thought I said, hi, I'm Jimmy. I'm gonna be sitting next to you. Oh, by the way, I have a bomb up my ass. Right? Because he just looked at me. Let's see how long I can do that without laughing. But anyway, so we get to Italy. Back to my story. We get to Italy, and I'm at this wedding. I'm sitting at the singles table, you know, and there's this beautiful Italian girl sitting next to me. And she's beautiful, and I'm not gonna let a language barrier stop me from trying to talk to this beautiful Italian girl, right? But it was a little tough, okay, because at the beginning of the night, she spoke a little bit of English, right? I didn't speak any Italian. I didn't try to learn Italian at all. And in the beginning of the night, it was tough because I was sober, right? But as the wine started flowing, by the end of the night, we were talking. I actually thought I had picked up the Italian language. I really did. I thought I was speaking it fluently. I didn't find out, though, until the next day, that what was happening was she would ask me a question in English, and I would answer it in English with a really heavy Italian accent. She would be like, Jimmy, when you were in the college, what did you study in the college? When I was in the college, I studied a sport management. I studied the management of a sport. And she didn't talk to me the rest of the night, because if you think about it, I was making fun of her language to her face.